All right, peace, y'all. Just came out the gym, had my little sushi, was chilling or whatever. I want to talk about the Hebrew Israelites, in particular, a faction called the G.M.S. Hebrew Israelites. Because if you're familiar with the Israelites, you might see them, standing around with that's right, reading the scripture and all things of that caliber. But there are different factions. You have ISUPK, you have Lions of Israel, I believe it's called, and you have G.M.S., among others. My point of contention, why I call this Tone Space versus G.M.S., is because, now granted I don't know hard body every single thing about the G.M.S., but I do know a couple points that at least their elder has said. And their elder, the leader of at least the guys in New York, has said that it is okay to have sex with a 12-year-old girl. Matter of fact, he might have even said between the age range of 9 to 12 years old. I forget exactly, but I know 12 years old is good money to get biz with them. I'm not feeling that, you know what I'm saying? And you can give me a like if you're not feeling that, or a thumbs up as well, or the wow face. That shit is crazy. In addition, there was like a Boston faction of GMS that I also saw on a video that said, fuck Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin, and they want to see a whole bunch more Mike Browns and Trayvon Martins happen. In other words, slayings of these individuals. They would like to see more of it. Another point that I have great contention with. I don't think that's right. Now, granted, like I said, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite myself, but I do recognize their organization and the discipline that many of the factions have, the community work that many of them do. I recognize that. I appreciate that, and I love that. And, not all Hebrew Israelite is cut from the same cloth or is the same, pun intended and unintended. Some actually give praise to Jesus Christ. Some call him Yahshua. They have their different little things. I believe for the most part, they all rock with the 12 tribe chart, the 12 tribes of Israel, which, if I'm not mistaken, did not exist prior to the 1960s. I could be wrong about that, but I believe this dude, Brother Reggie, broke down that 12 tribe chart and said, yeah, prior to the 60s, that shit was not there. Like some dude in the 60s cosmically got the info of the 12 charts and then just like spread it. And ever since then, there you have it. Another thing, they're usually, I don't know if all of them are, but I believe GMS and a few others are 501c3 tax exempt organizations. Part of being a 501c3 tax exempt organization is, to my understanding from looking at the details, you're not supposed to be a dissident, or you're not supposed to go against like policy of the country in which you're getting the tax exemption for. Now, on some rebellious, some conscious, some bringing the information to the community and going against white supremacy and all that stuff, it kind of, it's kind of a conflict of interest. So I just wanted to talk about that right there. And oh snap, what do we know? GMS right here. Why don't we go talk to them for a minute? Let's see what happens. All right, what's up, brother? How you doing? I got this camera. It's not on you guys currently. Y'all are the GMS faction of Israelites, correct?
Let's speak up there. Let's speak up.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah. So far the camera's on me. Well. Okay. Yeah. But I did have some questions I wanted to ask. Respective. I wait my turn while y'all politic and make it happen.
There was some herbs that witches used to take
all right.
as hallucinative.
Well, let's listen in, shall we?
Closer to the that left hand side. Yeah. Like the brother was explaining, weed is not nothing new. That's why a person get high, you get all paranoid and shit. And you look, is that helicopter following me? Those are spirits. I'm laughing for no reason. But that's what it does to you.
Okay.
So you had a question?
Yeah. Now you guys are GMS, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Now you probably get this question a lot. I don't know. I've seen the videos. I guess with our elder talking about sex with young girls, aged from 9 to 12, or I think at least. Yeah. That's why I want you to clarify that up. Clarify that up for the people.
First of all, nobody ever said to have sex with a 9-year-old girl. Number one.
Okay.
All right. When you go into the old world, the ancient world, women were traditionally given into marriage at around 12 years old when they had the the flower of their age, which is their period.
Gotcha.
Once they started going through their through their menstrual cycle,
Right.
all right, they were considered a woman, and they were given off into marriage.
In the ancient world, so 12 years old.
Yeah, 12 years, around 12, 13.
Now let me ask you this, and then in current today's society, would y'all still think that that's okay to rock with a 12-year-old in today's society?
Because scripture says we gotta be subject to the ordinances of this world.
Exactly.
Of course, that's not part of this world. That's not an ordinance of this world. Of course, we're not advocating that, even though people are trying to demonize us and make it seem like we're telling people to go promote those type of things. But in the ancient world, it was common practice.
It was common.
You go to any country on this earth right now,
right,
and their traditions, and you'll see that around 12, 13 years old, a woman was given into marriage by their parents.
Got you. Okay, yeah. Thanks for clearing that one up. One more quick thing.
Go ahead.
Another thing I saw in the video that a lot of people have contention with, including myself, is I think it was the dudes in Boston. They were talking about the killings of like Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, and they were speaking like, yo, we want more y'all niggas to die and all this and that.
You know why they said that?
Yeah. Let me know what's up with that.
Because our people, the majority of our people, they're not with this program.
Okay.
Do you understand what this whole program is about?
That's why you're talking to me now. I'm trying to get get an understanding.
We are teaching to bring our people back to their heritage.
Can I put the camera on you now, since we're having a civil conversation, or is it still?
He can film you, but you can't film them.
He's filming him. His camera's on me.
No, he was filming him.
All right, it don't matter. Go ahead, do your
Okay, I'm gonna put it on you guys now. No, because I like what you're saying. All right, so you.
But you know what?
Yeah.
You know the God of the Bible, he believes in a thing called ethnic cleansing. Most I believes in ethnic cleansing.
Okay.
So, he is going to have an ethnic cleansing.
That's one way.
On these people on his side.
Got you.
On the insubordinate ones.
Okay.
The insubordinate ones are people, the law's going to kill them.
Right.
That's why the brother made a statement. He said, made more of them. Because, like even Chris Ross said it. You got black people,
you got niggas.
You got
niggas.
No.
Right.
What's a nigga? A black devil.
Basically,
that's all he is.
Would you want to live around somebody that's gonna come in your house and rob you, tie your family up, kill your dog, kill your wife?
I mean, of course not.
From you?
But at the same time, I'm not down with the Israelite or even the G.M.S. program, and I feel I'm a righteous individual.
Right.
Does that just make me subject? Oh well, you should die off because you're not down with our specific. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, once you deny the Lord and His Son, then you're marked for death. Because if we go to one of these people that we're talking about and explain to them, look, God is a so-called black man. His son is a so-called black man.
Yeah.
All right? We are of the nation of Israel. And the Lord requires us to have a certain type of character in society.
Okay.
All right? We have certain laws that govern our people to make us wise in the sight of the other people, to keep us holy. Because when you go to the laws, it's not to oppress you. All right? It's for your embetterment. When we tell somebody, what's wrong with telling a man you're not supposed to sleep with your mother?
Oh, nothing at all. That's
What's wrong with
just
telling
should not
man
happen.
you're not supposed to sleep with your sister? What's wrong with telling a man you're not supposed to?
Don't film on.
No, you gave permission, brother. Yeah. No, I appreciate your people being, on it like that. That's cool.
What's wrong with telling a man not to sleep with a dog?
Right.
What's wrong with telling a man not to sleep with another man, or women to sleep with another woman? People make it seem like we out here to put these laws as a burden to them, man.
Okay.
It's for your embetterment, man.
Right.
Because the scriptures say that the wages of sin, which sin is when you break the laws of God, is death, man. That's why death is in this world, man. That's why it's all types of disease, all types of sicknesses in this world, because these laws are not being upheld.
Okay.
So when the brother in Boston, our fellow brother in Boston, said that about Trayvon Martin and all these other niggas, because their mind ain't right. All right.
Now, do we know like the history of like Mike Brown as a person and all these people like that?
Because if that was the case, that situation wouldn't have happened to them, man.
Because they would have been protected by the Lord, because they'd have been righteous.
Get Psalms 37, 37 and what was it? 34 and 7. 34 and 7.
So Jesus persecuted.
He was persecuted, but he was persecuted. Now you gotta understand
so
why
can't
he's persecuted.
God be working through Trayvon Martin?
No, you gotta understand why he's
persecuted. He was
persecuted in righteousness. He wasn't persecuted for
But like you said, you don't know those people.
If you go to the store stealing a blunt, is that somebody that's righteous?
No.
Not Trayvon Martin, the other dude, Mike Brown. He went to the
but
store.
that's what I'm saying. What about the guy in down south of South Carolina who got shot in the back of the head?
But you gotta understand reincarnation. You got different lifetimes.
And shouldn't Mike Brown been afforded the chance to come to the light and like live long? He was only like 17, 18 years old.
So you said God sent that evil spirit to shoot Trayvon Martin.
Of course, the scripture, break down the
like
scripture.
in David, where he sent the evil spirit to David, God sent evil spirit.
No, he sent the evil spirit to Saul.
To Saul,
So he sent the evil spirit to Saul.
My question.
Huh?
Before
Yeah.
jump around.
I got one quick one out.
All right?
Yeah.
Bring this out.
Yeah.
Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent.
Right, Job said whoever perished being innocent, because when you go through the whole story of Job, his daughter was killed, his sons were killed, all right, his animals were stolen from him, their houses were destroyed. And Job said in the spirit, after all that calamity, you got people in this life, if that was to happen to them, they'll look up and they'll curse God. They'll say, well, there ain't no God if such and such happens. But Job said, look, whoever perished being innocent, meaning that the reason his kids died, meaning they wasn't innocent, man.
Okay.
You got something called reincarnation, all right? Because you got people that will live a lifetime, right, which will seem like they'll do all types of wickedness, but there's no judgment for it. If this is righteousness, if this is righteous God, shouldn't there be a judgment for that? If you a hard working person, you go to work every day, you're working hard, you put in your 40 hours, you're feeding your family honestly, you're not stealing from somebody, you're not robbing nobody, you're not extorting or cheating anybody, but you got another person that's doing the exact opposite. Robbing, stealing, murdering. Shouldn't there be a judgment for that?
Personally, I'd rather bring them into the light to reform them. I'd rather enlighten them.
No matter what.
I understand what you're saying, though. They're never going to come to the light. I hear what you're saying.
Jesus said he came to bring good news to the poor and the oppressed.
That's right.
So poor and oppressed people, given the context of America, have certain problems within their community.
But the poor and oppressed he was talking about was his people.
His people.
Get 121 Max. When the Lord came, because you're thinking of a.
But you're saying it's these evil people who are deserve this punishment.
I'm talking about most our people, because these other nations, whether they do good or listen. These other nations, whether they do good, they're still not going to be accepted, because the Lord, He came down in the flesh to deliver their people.
That's my question. We'll get back to this. My question is this: so you want to go back to the ancient Israel tradition?
We are going to go back. Not in this society. We building up.
But
we're
with the
practicing.
ancient Hebrew, the people are rebellious. They're rebellious people. They're not obedient to God. So
right.
to me,
You're absolutely
Jesus
right.
came to rebuke the ancient.
No.
Because the Romans who sent Jesus to the persecution? It was the Jews. It was not the Romans.
That's right.
So to me, Jesus came a message to say the way the ancient Romans, the ancient Israelites lived. Listen.
Go ahead.
It's a way of judgment. It's a way of law. But the new message was to be about love. It's
about faith in Him.
Faith and love. But how do you express it? Number one commandment is to obey God. Number two is to love thy neighbor.
That's right.
So how can you love your neighbor and you're so busy condemning them as an old covenant?
You got to understand.
That was an old covenant.
Listen.
What part?
Listen.
I'm gonna finish my question. I was framing my question.
Go ahead.
So why is it that we should go back to a way? The old way that the Hebrews did, which was not the correct way. Because Jesus said that I came.
The correct way.
So that's my first part of the question. Second part of the question is,
let's deal with the first part
All right,
first.
let's do that.
All right, our people, there was no corruption in the law. The corruption was within our people, because our people had a stony heart. Like you're talking about them being rebellious. But this time around, when the Lord comes back and we're delivered, the Lord said He's going to give us a new spirit, you asked the question, let me answer. He's going to give us a new spirit, a heart of flesh, when we're not going to be corrupt, when we're not going to go off. All right, we're not going to commit any sins that's worthy. We're not going to commit any sins, period.
No, but everybody falls short from the glory of God. Everybody
in this society, but in the world to come.
In the word of God.
No, in the world,
we all fall
listen,
short from
you're
the
right.
glory of God.
But in the world to come,
it's God's job to
listen,
to arbitrate sin. It's not our job.
You asked a question, let me answer the question. In the world to come, we're not going to be subject to sin. We're not going to fall short of that glory, because we're going to be perfect. Get that in Hebrews 8.
Hebrews 8 and 8.
As long as we have flesh, we're going to have that.
Our flesh is going to be changed. Get Ezekiel.
Hebrews 8 and 8. For finding fault with them, He said, behold, the days come.
The Lord didn't find fault in the law.
One more question.
He found fault in them.
Keep it pushing.
No, just let me explain the scripture. He found fault in them, which is our people, because we had a stony heart. It wasn't time yet.
Our heart goes stony.
Saith the Lord,
but He's going to turn into a heart of flesh. Go ahead.
I need to shame.
Go ahead, read.
when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel,
That's right.
and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of
And right
Egypt.
there, that cuts out every other nation. Because he said He's going to make a new covenant. He didn't say with all the nations. He said with Israel. So look, the first covenant was with Israel, and the second covenant is going to be with Israel. Continue.
Because they continue not in my covenant.
Yeah, because they have a stony heart. They didn't continue in the agreement that they made with the Most High. Continue.
And I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is
That's
a
why we were sent here into slavery, man. Because at a point in time, the Most High said, you know what? He turned his back
So
on
at
us.
what point did the old ancient ways convert to the modern way? Now you're righteous. What happened to make you righteous
What
the
makes
old way?
what
The
makes
new
what
covenant?
makes us righteous is the belief in Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus.
So what about let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah said this.
Well, let me
He had
finish
two
this.
sons.
There's still more. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind.
Right. He's gonna put his laws into our mind. Continue.
And write them in their hearts.
Continue.
And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
Meaning the Most High is gonna program us to keep his laws. So in the kingdom, in the world to come, all right, the new world, the true new world, we're gonna be perfect in the law,
Are you
statutes,
referring to the
commandments.
second coming of Jesus?
Exactly.
That's what you're referring to.
Who you ignorantly call Jesus.
One quick question, because I do got a boogie.
Okay, no, let me finish.
Yeah, real quick question. And y'all can do a show of hands if y'all want, or just agree or disagree, whatever. Real fast. The selling of George Zimmerman's gun, did that burn anybody up? Did any of y'all get pissed off about him making money off that gun? I got my hand up. Anybody else?
Nope.
Anybody else?
Nope.
Okay, got you. Thanks for the time, y'all. Appreciate that.
All right.
Take care.
Like Hebrews 8.
There you have it, folks. A little, I appreciate the fact that they were entertaining the time to talk to me, get a little perspective of what they think. Did they feel pissed off about the George Zimmerman gun being sold for whatever money? Nope. They didn't give a fuck. Or maybe they even liked it. Maybe even worse. Who knows? But hey, it's always good to, get perspective. If y'all want to know more, look them cats up. Just, hit YouTube or hit Google. Look up Hebrew Israelites. Look up G.M.S. You'll likely find the video that I'm talking about the guys in Boston saying fuck Mike Brown and Trayvon and all that stuff. You'll likely find the guy, it's like an elder, one of the elders. He has like grayish hair or whatever. Light-skinned dude. You'll find the video of him talking about it's okay to have sex with 12-year-old girls. Now, they're saying it's from ancient times and today that they do not acquiesce to that.